Yeah, it was. I mean, we had a little bit of a slow start, but I thought we were actually getting some pretty good looks on offense, and the goalie made a couple saves, and then we got going there, got our legs underneath us, and the one and done first round in the playoffs, they're stressful. You know, we got a pretty young group. Fortunately, we have a number of veterans that have been here before, but for the most part, we had probably more than 2/3 of our team that haven't been here, haven't been to the playoffs, and these stressful situations. So I think it took us a little while to get our legs underneath us. But once we got going, and we faced some adversity tonight too. You know, we had a few penalties early, and the 5-minute major, we got through that kind of unscathed because I think we got one and only gave up one. So all in all, you know, we just stuck with, I guess, stuck with our game plan, and you know what? Like you gotta get saves, and our goaltender was really good, and their goaltender was really good as well. So, all in all, a good effort by our whole team, and pretty exciting for the guys.
Yeah, what did you make of Jake's performance tonight?
He's a good player. he's special. You know, kind of was hoping he might pull that last one out, but you know, he's a competitive guy, and probably a few things happened out there tonight he didn't like. So. A little bit of salt in the wound, but at any rate, he's a special player, and he's been great for us all year.
What was it seemed like the face-off battle was maybe a little bit more pronounced tonight. Obviously, it's playoffs, but it just seemed like there was, on any given face-off, one centerman going off to the bench, you know, fuming or screaming about something. So I'm guessing, is that going to be the way it goes the rest of the way?
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy's a veteran guy. He was our guy before, and you know, he's a competitor, and we think you know, we were trying to talk the referees to changing their cadence a little bit because I think he was going early, but at the same time, I mean, Jake did a great job, and a couple at the end there that were real important, and you know, he got a big goal for us as well in the empty net. So. But, I mean, Jeremy, like I said, he's a veteran guy, been around a long time, and he knows what these games are all about. I mean, he was on 3 championships with our team, and he gets it. He battled hard just like Jake did.
I want to go back to that 5-minute PK. This is a young group, and that's a huge test of diversity in this scenario, single game elimination, facing that much time, shorthanded. How is the team able to rise to the occasion?
Well, what I liked was the fact they got one right away, and we just kind of said, what's next? And then we blocked shots, we knocked down passes, Frank made a couple saves, and then we got the shorthanded goal, and toward the end they got one and evened it up. So, you know, just guys putting their bodies on the line, you know, blocking shots, making smart plays when we had the ball too. We killed some clock when we needed to, and like I said, then they got a penalty, and they evened it up, and we managed to get out of there pretty unscathed because I think, like I said, they got one and we got one. So. But those are tough because, you know, and the player that you lose is in the box for 5 no matter what, and it was at I think it was Clark. So we only have 3 lefty O guys, right? So it gets a little stressful, but at the same time, the guys did a great job.
Frank has been so key all season long, basically since he arrived from day one. That third quarter, though, where you guys did scoring drive a little bit, he makes a couple of those acrobatic saves. Just what was his role in being able to advance you guys here tonight?
Unbelievable. Like he's just been like that for us all year, and it's been a really good leader for us, and just a calming presence. And he did make a couple of just 10-bell saves that you think, okay, it's a tie game, and he makes a save. We go down and get one, and it's a different game. You know, he's been solid like that all year for us, and we know he will be going forward as well. I think he wants it. I think he's pretty hungry. Oh, he's sitting over there right now, right? He actually stinks. He's not very good, but no. But he's just been great. He's been solid. You know, hey, that's what you need from a goalie. You need a chance because we have a real good group. We got a good offense. We have a great transition game. Our defense is very athletic, and we play our pressure style system. And then we got to get saves, and he's been there all year for us.
Just talk a little bit about Austin Shanks. What his addition has meant to the team this year, and he'll be playing against his old team next weekend.
He's been big. He just continues to score big goals for us. You know, he's just such a great shooter, and plays a real hard game now. He gets to the middle of the floor and creates space for others as well. And he's been a good addition for us as well. You know, it kind of took us a couple years to figure out the right side of our offense, and I think he was the guy that really helped us, kind of give us a little more depth. Like, tonight, I thought Robert had a heck of a game. Plays so hard all the time. I don't think he scored, but we got enough depth from other guys that, including Shanksy, that we can kind of withstand that.
You've seen, obviously, since the team moved to Saskatchewan, there are teams that have that championship league. Now that the team is into the final four teams in the entire league, what have you seen in this team, and especially with the way they have that championship league?
I think it's a confidence level. I mean, we've been kind of knocking on the door of the playoffs for a couple of years, and now the young group, I think they are now in a leadership role. The Boudreaux, the Barnables, the Holden Garlands, the Clark Walters, guys like that who now are getting it. And I think it's, they're seeing kind of what the price the other guys pay that are the veteran group who've been here before, who've won championships. And they see the price that needs to be paid and the work that has to go into it. It's not easy. It's hard to win in our league, on any given night. And like I said earlier, these one-game first round, one single knockouts, they're stressful. And again, I think Frank did a great job when we needed him. But again, it goes back to the veteran leadership guys and Frank, and then our young guys kind of taking over that role now, and you see it with them out there how hard they play.
What threat do you think Halifax poses to you guys next week? If they're ready for that?
They're very good. I mean, they've been a bit of a nemesis for us, so we're gonna do things a little differently though. We're gonna get in there early. I think it's pretty hard on our guys from the West Coast to go, day before the game, get in there late, play the next night, have an early morning shoot around, then play. It's hard, so we're going to go in a day early and be prepared and get a good practice in, and it'll be a lot better for us. And then we'll come back here the next week, and if it goes 3, we're going to have 2 here, which is we earned that. We earned that second place position, and but we'll be ready. We have to. They're a different team. They kind of thrive on unsettled play. They're very good at it. They obviously have a very good face-off player and Jake Withers, and their offense has been absolutely on fire lately. Their goaltending, they have 2 good goalies, so it's going to be a big challenge for us.